Hello, everyone. So, first of all, welcome to Legal Hackers Meetup. This meetup is organized by Vilnius chapter. In the next month, we will have a hackathon in which I also invite you to come. Online hackathon, or open data hackathon. So please check our social media. We have Facebook, LinkedIn. Also, this event will be published on YouTube. And now let's go to this day topic. And this is very interesting topic, actually, because in lawyer's life, there are a lot of work related with some boring tasks related with language. For example, we get recordings from the court and we are listening, we are trying to write down the information from audio file. So actually lawyers need a lot of those language technologies to help them. Also, we have like a huge amount of contracts. So we need like very advanced like semantic search to find all the data, to construct the contracts like a Lego and so on and so on. So language is very important for the lawyers. And I'm very happy that today we have this meetup and we will discuss with Tilde. So which you don't know what is Tilde for Lithuanian. So because I remember when the computers appeared in Lithuania, we were discussing what kind of keyboard we have to choose for Lithuanian language, because we have also Latin alphabet and extra letters in Lithuanian language. And I remember that we chosen from maybe 3 standards, Tilde standard. So this keyboard where on those numbers we have Lithuanian also letters is developed by Tilde. Also Tilde was working a lot with like we had like Tilde Duras, something like Microsoft Office plus proofreading, something like that, if I'm right. So Tilde is working quite a lot. I don't remember how many years, maybe 30 in language technology.
30 years.
Oh, yeah. So a huge experience. And I'm very happy that a person from Tilde joined this event, because he knows the best how the language technologies is developing now. And personally, Julius, I met him maybe 3 years ago, something like that, in one Microsoft event. Yeah, and it was about language technology. Also, I think something we discussed about chatbots, Microsoft Azure, something like that. And from this moment, because I was organizing some legal tech meetups at university, so from this moment we started to cooperate, and also Giedrius from Tilde was joining and also they were participating in a legal tech conference and explaining to the lawyers what are possibilities of language technology. So I'm very happy to get updates from the Julius, and Julius is the person who helps to optimize business, let's say for lawyers, to optimize processes which are connected to the language. So yeah, Julius, thank you very much for joining this meetup, and yeah, I give you the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Martynas, for this good introduction. To introduce myself, I would say that I have quite an easy job. I just talk to people, which is good, and I like that. It's called sales sometimes, but we have a chance to talk to many people about language technologies. And I'm really happy to see the interest from many from the audience who is willing to hear more about language technologies and how these can help for daily business at the legal companies. Martynas already mentioned many places where language technologies can be applied. So it's good to hear that. There is a room for adaptation. And yeah, sorry, but you can't avoid these slides about the company in general. But I'm really proud to mention key figures and facts about us, about Tilde. As already discussed, we were founded 30 years ago, and this year we will have a 30 years celebration. I hope, and whether it's virtual or physical, it's not a big difference. But anyway, I hope that most of 150 plus employees from all 3 Baltic offices will join and have something fun. As on these early days, 30 years ago and till today, we are strongly focusing on research and development. You can't do that without cooperation with strong partners like universities, more than 20 all around the Europe and world. We have more than 10 PhDs working at our company and many more smart people. Looks like we are doing quite well because more than 500 or more international companies and organizations are relying on us and using our technologies and solutions related to artificial intelligence and deep learning and related things. And more than 500,000 of users are using our products in Baltic states. So looks like we are on the right direction, on a good way. And what do we really do is these fields. It's machine translation systems, custom machine translation systems. It's smart virtual assistants. You can call them chatbots if you want. It's natural language processing and automated speech recognition and voice synthesis. These are the fields. These are the fields where we have the highest competence. And you can see the slide here, right? With some of our clients. The goal of the slide is to send you a message and inform that these organizations are really different from different business sectors, different size of organizations, but all of these have applied machine translation, not only machine translation, but other language technologies to their business processes. So legal field isn't any exception. These technologies can be applied here as well. And let's have a look at the first one. It's machine translation, and then see how it helps how can it help on daily business for legal companies. But first of all, some analytical reports that gives us some numbers, so to have a bigger view on how our potential clients and partners behave. More than 60% of Europeans doesn't speak English quite well or good enough to hold a conversation in a good level as they want. More than 30% of users are sending information, writing emails, texts in their own language, and more than 40% of people they are not willing to purchase service or product from company which doesn't deliver information in their native language. This means that these big parts of people and potential clients and partners of us most likely can I don't know, disappear, or we can't get them. There is a room for language technologies that help to break these language barriers and then do business and then go forward in this digital age. Machine translation brings some key benefits that I want to mention here. It's first of all, it makes communication easier, and the communication flow and information flow easier. You have teams inside your organization, you have international teams, you have teams in your branch, in one country, another country, and machine translation is a tool that the technology which allows these teams to communicate easier with each other. In addition to this, any clients, customers can be reached out easier as well. When the company is able to work with big amount of translation, do it fast, do it human-like translations, you increase your efficiency, productivity, which is good for organization as well. And machine translation also helps to go to foreign markets, to stay on these markets in a good level and keep the contact with your current partners and clients as well. How machine translation is built and how does it look like and what features it has. First of all, there are two options when building a machine translation solution for your company, for legal sector company. You can have an on-premise solution, which is built on your infrastructure, works well. You have the access to it, and you use it. There is another solution, which is cloud solution. The machine translation engines are built in the cloud, and you have also have the security and confidentiality. But again, you can, in this case, both you as the owner of the system and us, we have the access. We can easily train it, retrain, and do other necessary jobs. When having a machine translation, each or any person at the company is able to use it, being anywhere and then having the access to it, translating documents, texts, and other material. There are some good features in the platform, in the cloud, when talking about machine translation. First of all, you can manage your terminology. You are from legal field. You have the specific terminology. It's changing sometimes or constantly. You are free to make changes and get this system adopted for your needs, for your company needs. There is a integration for the website that the engine which is in the cloud has some potential to have integrations with your website, so your website could handle some more languages, not only 1 or 2 or 3. Your people, your employees who work with the Outlook can have a plugin to the Outlook, and which means you can just translate everything you receive to your email and send back, translating here in front of you. Maybe you have a unit of translators at your company, who work with big amount of translations, but maybe it's not worth to invest in specific CAT tools for translators. You can use Tilde's online CAT, which is very handy and powerful. And maybe your translation units already has CAT tools that they love and do not want to say goodbye for these CAT tools. They just simply can have a plugin from our machine translation engine to these CAT tools, so they could use all the benefits and achieve a better efficiency, higher efficiency of translations, and work with bigger amounts and shorter time. Here are some potential visuals how and real examples how the platform, the machine translation platform, could look like, customized for your company needs. But actually, it's a matter of imagination and specific needs. You just express your needs and interests, and it's quite easy to adjust the platform for the way you want as a company. Another feature which is the platform and then could be used for your company needs, it's to the website translator, which means that your website can have a bigger amount of I don't know, 5, 6, 12, 15, 20 languages to choose on the top of the website, which means that you can reach for bigger audience. You can create a content in one language that you like, and all the content is translated to all these other languages. If the website visitor does have a wish for that. This website translator works with any websites, and then there's no problem to integrate it. There are some useful features like SEO editing and statistics, and then user management features and the visual editor and some more. Maybe one example from our good experience with the big customers and those customers who wanted website translation integrations. We were in partnership with our official German presidency, and made integration of 24 languages to the official website, which worked for their politicians, journalists, and other stuff. So it was a great use case. Outlook email translation is also the feature that was listed some slides ago. That you are using email, you just get some email with the attachment or without it. Do not understand an information, translate everything here in front of you. Translate the attachment, respond if needed, translate again, and send. Everything is working here in front of you. And if you were already wondering if machine translation could work for your organization, the answer is yes. It works for legal companies as well. And here is the quote from one of our partners, clients, Hieronymus, which is a Swiss company working with lawyers and for lawyers. And they are translating so much data. They have integration. They have developed with us more than 10 machine translation engines. All of them are on-premise. So legal is a good field where machine translation can be used. So if to summarize this technology, machine translation is my comments would be that custom machine translation that can be built for your company needs would help you to be faster in translations, be accurate, work with big amount of data to be translated, and reach out for your clients, partners, and get the higher efficiency. Another technology that we develop and then could be used for legal companies, it's speech technologies. There are two ways of this speech technology. It's speech recognition, which means speech to text direction, and it's voice synthesis, which is text to speech direction. Speech recognition is technology which is mostly used for transcribing audio, video files to some text format, including and making subtitles if needed, or creating documents from audio recordings or video recordings. When this transition from voice to text is made, it's easy to save it, to keep it somewhere in your infrastructure, and then it's very handy to search for some specific information, jump into that place, the document, listen to that, read the text and listen to the original information, what was said. These are the key benefits of this technology, and the solution is already working. It's developed. It has the accuracy of 80–90%, depending on the quality of the recording, and these factors that influence the quality. I think you can predict them. It's how many speakers are talking at the moment, how good the quality recording is, and how far away from the microphone you are, and how are there any big noises around you. These things are influencing the quality and the accuracy of speech recognition. The companies have different potential application of speech recognition technology. So this application can happen via API, and speech recognition engine is in the cloud, but you just make via API, you make integration at your company, at your processes, or you can just you can get a login data, log into the platform and upload documents here and then get the result. And voice synthesis, as I said, is a text-to-speech technology. When you just have text, you hear the voice, natural sounding voice, and that this can be applied at websites and so for people who are willing not just to read but to listen to some information. Speech recognition result has different formats. It could be a Word document, could be text document, could be a website. Any of these has potential applications depending on company needs. But in this case, I would like to promote the result format of Word document with embedded voice. And maybe, as Martynas said, lawyers have some troubles in rewriting the text or creating a document and creating it from the audio file. So this feature is very handy for lawyers, as it can be used in this way. You have the audio video recording, you just upload it to the system, you receive the result in some minutes, and here is the file of a Word document with embedded voice. This means that you open the document, you see the speech recognition, all this result in text, and just play the sound, listen to what is said in the original recording, read and see the mark going through the text. Just stop, correct, make corrections, again play, and here you go. You just go through the document, you have it done and ready to save or send or do something else with it. We made measurements measurements of processes. We were creating documents, and some of our partners were creating documents, and in this way, as I already told, having a recording, uploading it, getting a result, and making post editing. Here you go, you have the final version of the document. And another way is just to, as you mostly do, listen to the document, listen to the recording, write everything by your hands, and that's it. So using our technology, the document creation is 3 times faster than old-fashioned way of listening and writing something. So, and again, when you have these documents, different meetings, different communication with partners, clients, you just use speech recognition, archive these documents with embedded voice. They are post-edited if needed already, if you do so. And when the day comes, you just go to the archive and search for some phrases, topics, or any other information. Jump to that document and listen to the sound, read to the text, and here you go. You have the result here in front of you on the full archive of what's saved before. So to summarize this technology, speech recognition can really help for many of lawyers or similar employees to work with and create documents. So just have a recording, upload, get result, post edit, save, and here you go. You have it. It saves time, and it's modern way of how to work on these days with this big amount of information. The third and the last technology that I would like to talk about is smart virtual assistants, and let's see what happens if we apply this to legal. Here are some benefits when using the chatbot. Well, the key benefits is this, that the chatbot or virtual assistant works 24/7, never gets tired, unhappy, just does his job. It's additional communication channel for your company, and besides email, phone calls, any other platform that you use. And it's efficient and could save some costs if applied well. If to look around in the world and look for chatbots for legal sector, you can find them, and I also found them, and you will find as well. But what are these chatbots doing for legal worldwide? It's first of all, it's the most simple scenario maybe. It's visitor reception when it delivers some basic information that the client is looking for, like working hours, and then some other basic information. Maybe your legal company is working in some niche, so you know that niche, but maybe big amount of audience doesn't know what's your niche. So the chatbot can define the niche of your company for the website visitor who is not aware very well about your company. If the chatbot virtual assistant picks some information from that visitor, he's able to like generate the lead and pass it to the employee of your company for the communication. Also, the chatbot could be used to simplify the information, which is maybe sometimes in many cases it's complex, and chatbot is also can help the website visitor to understand the information and deliver it in a more simple way. Again, it happens that you as a company have a good content at your website, but it's hard to find it and understand it. So it could be an like navigator or helper for the website visitor to search for some specific information. And again, if built well, developed well, the chatbot can gather some necessary information and form the document which for the processing. So there are some different ways and levels of how to use a chatbot at Legal. It's almost the end of this presentation, and I'll tell you a secret now. It's not a rocket science to build a chatbot, simple one. But if you want to have a good chatbot, which increases customer satisfaction, I would advise to work with us, with Tilde, and develop it using our knowledge and experience. What makes a chatbot a good chatbot, a good virtual assistant? It's first of all, it's if the chatbot is messing with the topics, scenarios it has, and then doesn't understand questions. If anybody asks him, it doesn't create a good impression for the website visitor. A key thing is for the chatbot is to understand and define which scenario to follow, which topic we are in, and then what answers to deliver. So we Tilde have developed our natural language understanding model, which for Lithuanian, Latvian, Estonian languages, which means that our developed chatbots, they are the best in the market in understanding what people are asking from them, and what intents do these website visitors have, what do they want to know. So this which means that the chatbot is able to understand well and follow the scenarios and then take that client through the journey of communication with the bot. So this is very important, and I would say the key thing when building a chatbot. Our approach when building a chatbot is also, I would say, good and specific, but good as well. We sit with the client, we analyze the pain points of communication, check which communication channels are working and what are the issues with them, what are the topics that need to be and can be covered by a chatbot. We help to define these topics, to build scenarios how to go through these topics, and make trainings with the company. So to train to train company's employees to develop a chatbot, to supervise it later, and then we, together with the client, we develop the chatbot, we make necessary testings, and the chatbot is released. We are we're in Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and we are here to support you if any need as well. So we are a good partner in that. Chatbot is also like other technologies. It's the chatbot platform, development platform is in the cloud, but it has a really user-friendly interface that you can use to build your chatbot. And then when it's built, when the brains are built in the cloud, it's just integrated to your website or social platforms and performs the communication. This is what we do now, but again, when considering choosing the partner for chatbot development, I would say that you should look to the future as well, and check what kind of what's in the future. And we already develop speech technologies that I have already presented. It's speech to text, text to speech, machine translation technologies. All these will be integrated to chatbot in the nearest future. So today we have one level chatbot, but it's a matter of time and it will be in some higher level. Yeah, so it's a good time to wrap up information about chatbots, and that would be that you should think about the chatbot as a tool for your additional tool for your communication and automation of your communication. Just think, and then we'll help you to define the scenarios and topics, and then it does the job, and then brings again efficiency to the organization. Yeah, that's it from my side, and I'm ready to answer questions or go into deeper discussion.
Yeah, so thank you, Julius, for a wonderful presentation. And while others are planning to ask you something, I have already some questions for you. First of all, about the chatbot, because I was also working with chatbots and developing, trying to develop some legal chatbots on IBM platform, but I noticed a problem concerning Lithuanian language, which is like very small, specific, and so I'm very interested. So are we already developed those technologies that someone is calling to a mobile phone and the mobile phone is answering as a secretary and responding to the client, like recognizing text and looking to that chatbot logic tree and responding to the answers, or still we have a little bit far to go to have?
Yeah, thanks, Martynas, for your. Actually, there are not two questions, but yeah, two places that I want to comment. Yeah, first thing is you said you are building a chatbot on IBM, right? Using their platform, some of their platform, and which is great. I'm sure it's great platform, but we are. But as I told you before, building a chatbot is not a rocket science, right? Yeah, you are sitting and building something, it answers something, but building a chatbot that doesn't have issues with Lithuanian language, Latvian language, Estonian language, that lack resources on developments that are not in the first place for big boys, international big boys that are developing language technologies. So we are those who developed, as I told you before, we are those who already developed natural language understanding modules for Lithuanian, Latvian, Estonian languages, which is that actually we also have a platform where the chatbot is built. It's based on, let's say, based on Microsoft product as well, but it has integration and addition of our built natural language understanding module, which makes these chatbots that we built much better compared to others, because they do not have problems with the small languages, and Lithuanian, Latvian, and Estonian as well. They understand mistyping, they understand specific letters and other specific things related to languages. But there are different people who could ask about the same topic in a different way. What is the time? What time it is? And some, specifics of Latvian or Estonian or Latvian or Lithuanian languages have many specifics. So, and always is about that it's a model that makes the chatbot much smarter compared just to some other chatbot which doesn't have a natural language understanding model. So, congratulations, you're developing that. But yeah, it's a tough job to make a good chatbot. And the other question was about this, let's say, virtual assistant, and then managing the information, which is actually we already implemented some of our technologies to telco companies in Baltics that and our technologies help for these AVRs to manage all this conversation. It's you know, the robocall is going on. Robot is calling to you, Martynas. You answer. You just hear some message. You mostly you need to press something if you are interested. One, if not two. But the more improved scenario is that you just respond by voice, and you heard something. The robocall, according to scenario, asked you if you are interested. You said, "No, I'm not interested." So our technology understands whether it was positive or negative answer according to the level of it was trained, and helps. In this case, it helps to go further with the scenario. We already also have test products for, like, I would say, chatbots, voice chatbots. And we actually demonstrate them, but it's like this situation is still not ended, so we can't make as much demonstrations as we want. But there is option that I call to some number, I get some response. I tell something to the robot, it understands what I said and plays some other voice. It's in the progress. Yeah, it's not a matter of 5 years or something. It's already in progress.
So if I'm a head of law office, and I want to develop a chatbot, let's say on this year, so it is safe to say that it's better to plan to develop this text chatbot, where client is typing and chatbot is responding.
Yeah, you are right. It doesn't. We do not advise to start with some voice integrated chatbot. Just let's start with more simple version. We'll go step by step, and then maybe this year we'll develop a chatbot which is able to communicate in written form. But next year, maybe, let's say, I'm just putting some dates. Maybe, let's say, we finish it this year with text chatbot, but next year we will be able to talk to you as the head of your office. Look, we have already the feature developed, and let's integrate the voice to your chatbot. Here are the options.
I also I heard that in Ukraine. So actually, we had meet up a few years ago, and Ukrainian company presented that they have one chatbot which already earned some money. So clients are typing in some information, and they can download automatically the file with the information which they have typed in. So can you develop the same functionality in your platform, like Tilde's platform?
Yeah, sure. There are some. It's a matter of I think it's a matter of imagination, more or less. It's if you want your chatbot to respond with some simple answers, that's good. Okay. If you want to drop your chatbot to drop some links, it's not so modern way, but it's good. Okay. You want your chatbot to some way to play a music or video clip, some instructions. Not a problem. It's easy, quite easy to build as well. You want your chatbot to have some simple integration, maybe with your documents. So to ask your website visitor, please fill in your name and surname. He fills in. The chatbot sends that to the document someplace, right? then asks for some address, and step by step, it just fills in some document and asks, are you finished? Yeah, I'm finished. You press finish, and here you go. Here's a draft document we created for you. Is it okay? You just, yeah, it's really simple. It's not a rocket science as well. And our chatbots even, they have much bigger potential as well. They can have some, it's called simple API integration. It can be connected to some other publicly available websites or information, which that you can find somewhere, but at the moment you are talking to the chatbot. For example, if your company decides to present me information about the weather in Kaunas or in Berlin tomorrow, I can ask you, I'm asking you now as a chatbot, what's the weather in Berlin tomorrow, right? So the chatbot doesn't contain this information, but can have a simple connection, API connection to some specific website, weather, delivering weather forecasts, and it just fastly just double checks the information in Berlin, and as according to scenario, just delivers the information that tomorrow Berlin, 20 plus, take your raincoat, something true. It can even have a deep integration. The chatbot can have deep integration. For example, you are a lawyer company, and you have the scenario where your clients, partners can just come to and talk to your chatbot and have some specific data or login data. They can log in to using a chatbot to your internal systems, and so to get some specific information. That requires integration with that requires authentication of the person. It's much bigger work to do, but it's possible. For example, if you want to know are you in debt with some organization, you just need to provide some specific data, authorize yourself using Smart ID or any other things, and that's it. So it's possible to do, and but again, maybe it's not the starting point in developing the chatbot, but it's really possible.
That's fantastic. I feel that we have to organize the hackathon, like to bring from all law office of Lithuania lawyers. Please. And because I think, by the way, we have a question from Ernest. Are you aware if law firms, like companies in Baltics, use chatbots proactively? If no, any ideas why? So I'm aware that one company, Juridicon, I think they have like a chatbot, but I tried. I get no success because I also was developing some chatbots already. I tried as a hacker, and completely broke at the first question. But anyway, so are you familiar what is going on?
We had developed one chatbot in Estonia for legal company. It's called Rugo Legal, I think. But it was some time ago, a year or two ago. It wasn't a very, very advanced chatbot, but they just also wanted to play some games with this and see how it works. And it was used more for registration for the meeting, and it was, as I remember, it was for to get some approximate price of consultation or something like that, and just some basic things. So they were using it, but actually I'm not aware of how did that project, what's the status of that project. Why companies are not using? Maybe we are not markets that are so big, and I think that companies just doesn't see this still as a first priority solution for them. Actually, we are communicating with the many organizations in Baltics. Almost each bigger organization having communication with their partners and clients already got some, maybe not got a proposal, but we were in contact with them, could be so. But the companies are slow in making decisions like these, and it's you're trying to make your money here and now, and to spend them on a platform, on a technology that your neighbor isn't using, your competitor isn't using yet. So it's a bit, maybe it's a bit tricky to go forward with this, but if time is going on, and just it's a matter of time when the amount of chatbots in legal or any other sectors will increase. Latvian side, our Latvian colleagues are doing really great with their local organizations with building chatbots. In Estonia and Lithuania, we lack these cases, but everything is in progress, and we'll see more chatbots soon.
Okay, so maybe someone has questions for the speaker.
Yeah, I think it's if no questions at this moment. Yeah,
at the moment. So
maybe you can drop me a line or.
Okay, I wrote down some other also questions. So about speech recognition. So at the moment you talk that you can, I don't know, like to upload audio file and then to get back, let's say, Word document or something like that, with recognized speech. Have you already developed like a tool which is translating, like recognizing lively, ongoing, like if someone, let's say, imagine in the court, person speaks and automatically voice recognized and writes down the text, and maybe another engine is translating and another engine producing a voice to
and this,
the person.
It's a normal sequence as you are saying, just combining all these technologies, but not yet. We didn't build such solution yet for anyone. It's possible. We already mentioned all of these technologies that somebody is talking. There is a possibility to for speech recognition live. We recommend that mostly the cases face the situation when the recordings are uploaded and the text comes as a result. But it's possible, and we also demonstrate if needed for companies the feature that you can online you see the text what's of what was said, and then of course when there is a text, machine translation can work. But there is a speech recognition which has high accuracy, but not 100%, right? It's a court, it's a hall. There are many people speaking, right? Yeah, they can use microphones. There are already some approaches of how to use this technology and get the best result. But again, all these factors are influencing the quality of the recording of the sound. And then, the machine translation engine, there is let's say, some time lag, but again, it also receives not a perfect text to be translated. then again, you know, artificial intelligence and machine translation, it does a great job, but again, it's not a human yet. And again, there is also some accuracy, some improvisation, and yeah, and you can see that, yeah, if it was said in Lithuanian and was recognized and then translated to Estonian or Latvian languages, results can be, and again, if you want to make a voice out of it, here you go. You just get some more hurdles to pass. So it's possible, but we need to work on this. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for answering this difficult question.
It's actually, Martynas, it's not you. Yeah, I'll tell you, you're not the first who is willing to see this solution. Would be great. There are some projects going on, but not tomorrow, not next week.
Okay, so we have 3 minutes left. So if someone has any questions, so is the time to ask now. Okay.
Sing a song, and it's not a problem. We could listen to it.
Okay. So so in that case, if no one is asking, we receive some thanks to the Julius, and so I also want to thank you, Julius, for finding time and sharing what is happening in your world, and let's hope that lawyers, let's say, will be more proactive and start using those language technologies more actively in their business. I don't know, it's more fancy. Young clients should love it, and why not? Maybe just by integrating some language like chatbot or something like that in your website, the law firm, you just can attract some people, some clients.
I wanted to add that we are here, and the organizer of this event was Legal Hackers Vilnius, and I'm from Vilnius office as well. But as I told you, we have offices in Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and feel free to contact us at any of these offices, and then tell your needs, and that's it. We'll develop something good for you.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining this meetup. So see you next time.
Yeah, see you. Bye. See you.
Bye.